What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's sunny out this morning. I'm actually leaving Walmart from getting an oil change, and I'm on my way to pick up some breakfast, and then I'm gonna head home. I got a movie date with hubby later, but I just wanted to come on here and make a video to address my last video about how I was basically talking about how I didn't like my manager at my job. I just wanted to let y'all know your girl finally had enough. And when I say I had enough, I finally snapped. I went off on my manager on Thursday. I just couldn't take it no more because when I arrived at work, I don't know, I just felt like she was just like nitpicking, like nagging me the whole entire time that, you know, or since I had arrived. And the thing that really flipped me off was normally with my job, my lunches for the alternative school, they already be counted in the morning. So when I get there, I don't have to count out how many lunches I have to take to the alternative school. And for, you know, those of you that don't know and just tuning in, I work at a high school, and what I do is I prepare the lunches for the kids that basically was sent to an alternative school because they weren't doing well in high school. But anyways, when I counted how many lunches I needed to do, I counted out 86. I am so sorry if y'all can't see me. This sun is really, really bright today. But it's a beautiful day, and I thank God for waking me up this morning and just letting this be a beautiful day. But back to what I was saying. I had counted my lunches, and I had counted out 86 lunches that I needed to bring to the alternative school. And it's like, I let my manager know, and she's just like, no, that don't sound right. That don't sound right. Well, you know, just with a nasty attitude like she normally does. Like, talk to people, like, very shitty. And I'm just like, okay, well, since you're saying that my number is off, like, are you going to count them? But no, she didn't do that. She just walked away and went to do something else. So I'm just like, I went back and I recounted them, and I got 86 again. I'm just like, I'm not stupid. I know how to count, you know? And then I told her again, and I said, I recounted it, and I have 86 lunches that I have to take over to Spa. Because she just kept saying, no, it don't sound right. We had 75 kids for breakfast, so how do we have 86 now for lunch? And I'm just like, well, they added, first of all, they wrote out 2 names on the paper, like on the list. And then on top of that, I'm like, kids come to school late. So you don't know what the situation was to where they ended up needing more lunches. So she's just like, okay, well then just go ahead and do the 86. You know, just with like a nasty attitude. So I just brushed it off and walked away. And I went over and I started helping my coworkers do smiley fries. They're like these little fries. Like, they're these little potato things, and they smile. They have like a smiley face. So basically, they call them fries. But yeah, I went over. I started helping her do those. And then once we were all done doing those, it wasn't really that much to do. So what I started doing was I counted out all 86 trays, and I just, you know, set them out on my table, on my section. And once I was done with that, I went and got me a drink. And then I'm walking back with my drink to put my drink down in my area, like on the table underneath at the bottom. And my manager is like right there. I don't know what she's doing, breaking up boxes, whatever she's doing. And like, she goes, never mind, Gypsy, don't even say nothing, just mind your business, just mind your business. Like, and I'm thinking to myself, like, what the fuck? Excuse my language, but I'm thinking in my head, like, what the fuck does that even mean? Mind your business. Like, I'm thinking, like, is there something that you want to say? Is there something that you want to, you know, or like you want to talk about? Like, what's the issue? But I didn't even say anything. Again, I just brushed it off. And then on top of that, it was another remark she made. I'm just standing there writing out what the kids are having for lunch in my binder. And she goes, I guess I better go and take out the trash, seeing how nobody else wants to take it out and they see that it's full. And like, I'm the only person, let me remind you, I'm the only person that's standing right there. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, is she talking to me? Because it's like, I'm the only person that's right here. Everyone else went and washed dishes, which, let me remind you, the dishwashing area is only so big, and it's already 5 or 6 people over there helping with dishes. So I'm not about to go over there to help to wash dishes when it's already crowded enough. Now, I just kept brushing everything off. But then one of my coworkers, who is, I don't know, she probably like in her 50s. Yeah, she's like probably like in her 50s or whatever. She decides that she wants to start acting the fool. And she starts yelling, why every time I try to walk through here, you guys got your carts all in the way? I can't never get through here because you guys have your carts always in the way. And like one of the elder ladies that was, you know, helping out, she's got to be in like her 70s. She just looked at her and she, you know, she apologized. She said, I'm sorry, I'll move it out of the way. But my coworker just so nasty, just has such a nasty attitude. She's just like, no, you're not sorry, and just, you know, and just walked away to her station. And that's when I just had enough. I couldn't take it no more, because first of all, this woman is old enough to be your mom. So why would you sit there and talk to her like that and you know, disrespect her like that and be rude when she apologized and said that she was sorry? But I don't know. After that happened, we were all setting up, getting ready to put the food in the trays for Spa, so, you know, I can get out of there and I can take the lunches over to the alternative school. So everyone usually tries to come over and help me with Spa, and we put the food in the trays and stuff like that. My manager decides that she wants to say my name and say, oh, well, Chantel, she can help put the food in the trays. And I'm just saying to myself, like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, I always help put food in the trays because it's my job. Like, this is what I'm supposed to do. I can't help it if my coworkers want to come over and help me because they're done with their work and they don't have anything else to do. So they come over and they look forward to helping me set up the trays for Spot. And she just had to throw my name out there and say, make it seem like I'm not doing my job and I'm just standing there so I could do it. Like, that really pissed me off, and like, that's when I really flipped out, and I walked up to her and I told her straight up, I said, you know what? I said, you and Paula, I said, you guys are so rude, so disrespectful. I was just like, y'all think that y'all could just treat and talk to people any type of way. I was like, I've had enough. I said, I've watched it go on for too damn long, and I was like, I am sick and tired of it. Like, I really started flipping out. I was crying, I was yelling, everything. My coworker literally, if he hadn't made me go outside to take a breather, I don't know what would have happened. But then, like, as I'm saying this and I'm really upset, mad, flipping out, my manager decides to come over to find out what's going on. And I'm like, yeah, I'm addressing you. I was like, you are so rude. You and Paula both are so rude, so disrespectful. I'm like, you're always yelling for no reason. You just always got something to say. And I was like, I'm sick and tired of the smart remarks. I'm sick and tired of just the disrespect. And like, I'm just tired of it all. And like, she just looked at me like this, like in shock. And like, I literally just walked out and I didn't even go back. I went over to the district office, and I went to and I talked to the director, and I told him I can't work with her. I was like, she is so rude, so disrespectful. And I'm like, I'm sick and tired of the smart remarks, the side remarks, the mumbling or talking under the breath. I'm just sick and tired of it. And I'm just like, we work at a high school, but I feel like I worked with a bunch of high schoolers. And I'm like, it's just ridiculous the amount of disrespect that we get at this job. Like, she does not treat us the way we should be treated. And who wants to get up and go to work every day knowing that you're going to be miserable because your manager is miserable? Like, and I even told her she's the main reason why we lost an employee. Like, she treated another employee that she had literally just hired this girl. She didn't even stay 2 weeks. Matter of fact, she lasted literally 1 week. All because my manager decided that she wanted to get snippy with her and tell her that she wasn't doing her job right. And basically, she started doing her job for her. And I could tell that, she was upset because her face was all red and she kind of looked like she wanted to cry. And I asked her, was she okay? And she said, you know what? No, I'm not. And I automatically knew that was going to be the end of her. Yep, I already knew. And I be dang, it was a Friday that it happened on. And I be damn, that Monday came, she did not come back. She did not show back up for work. And then they were all wondering, my manager was wondering, like, what happened, what was going on with her. And I told her the truth. And I told her, I spoke with her. And I said she was not happy about what the way you talked to her and treated her when she was trying to do her work. And she goes on to say, again, I'm not rude. I didn't do anything to her. Well, obviously you did something to her for her not to want to come back to work. I can't make this stuff up. Like, you're that delusional where you don't think that you've done anything wrong. And it's just gotten to the point to where I'm just over it. And like, I went and did what I was supposed to do. I went and I told the district manager or the director that she needs to be investigated. That whole department over there need to be investigated because it's just nothing but drama, negativity, and everybody's just miserable. And like, I can't work with people that are miserable. If you got problems or you're having problems from home, leave those problems at home. Don't bring them to work. And I get up every day and I go to work and I bust my ass, but for what? To be treated like shit? No, I don't think so. So, and we're almost done with school. Now, I was asked if I wanted to resign, and I said no, I don't want to resign because I love my job. I love what I do. I just want to get transferred to a different school where I don't want to work with her if they're still going to keep her working over there as a manager. So, as far as I know, the director told me that they're going to be doing an investigation. They're going to be talking to a lot of other people to find out if what I'm saying, is there some truth to what I'm saying about my manager's attitude. And I'm just like, I wouldn't be sitting here right now crying, upset, talking to you if there wasn't. So I was just like, do what you need to do, but I hope you do the right thing. So our last day of school is June the 3rd. So we basically only have probably about maybe 7 days of school left, I want to say. And I can't wait for them to be done. And like, I haven't seen none of my coworkers since I walked out of that job, nor my manager since I walked out of that job on Thursday. But I didn't get fired or nothing. The director told me to just hang in there. We only have like about 7 days or so left of school. So if I could, at least hang in there and get done with this. When they have a lot of job openings at other schools, they said that's going to be coming up. So I could possibly just get transferred to a different school, and that's what I'm praying and hoping for, because I can't deal with that no more. And I don't know, I just keep thinking about what's gonna happen when I go back on Thursday, Thursday. When I go back on Tuesday, I just keep thinking like what her reaction's gonna be, if she gonna say something to me. I mean, in all reality, I don't want her to say nothing to me. I just wanna go into work, clock in, do my job, and get the hell up out of there. That's what I wanna do. I don't wanna do nothing else. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened on Thursday. And I was so stressed out that whole entire day. Had my blood pressure high, headache, distress, and I have never in my life had to go off on any of my managers before of jobs that I used to work at. Like, she is actually the first one that I actually had to tell off, because you know what? You're not going to keep thinking that you could disrespect me, or you're not going to keep thinking that you could just disrespect other people around me. I don't like that. And if I see it, I'm going to say something, because it's not right. But I'm not going to make this video too long. I just wanted to come on here and let y'all know what happened on Thursday regarding this job, and how I'm actually at my breaking point. But we're almost done. Come on. Traffic is just crazy this morning. And this guy act like he don't know where he going, what he doing. Like, why do you have your left blinker on, but you ain't getting in the left lane? Move! Like, see, this stuff like this just makes me mad. But I'm gonna get off of here. Thank you guys for watching. Please feel free to leave a comment, like the video, and just keep rocking with your girl. Thank y'all. Have a blessed day.